So, welcome class. Next part, new beginning, new learning. So, with that, I will start today various viruses, bacterias, how they are being affected, what are their names are, what are their symptoms is, what is the mode of contamination is. So, we will deal these four parts in very easy manner. So, I have created this very easy to learn graph, easy to learn table, we can say. So let's start with it. So disease caused by various bacteria and viruses. So here today I am teaching you two types of bacteria mainly, typhoid fever and pneumonia. I am taking this topic because in India at the moment, if yes, all students, because you all from India and you have to give exam in India, so it's July August season is going on, monsoon, so we have a quite high rate of contaminable infectious diseases is quite prominent at the moment. So that's why I have chosen this topic for to teach you. Let's start then. So first case is the typhoid fever, that is Salmonella typhi. And then how it is transmitted, it could be transmitted with the help of food and water. And what are the symptoms are, you can have either high fever, stomach pain, weakness, constipation, loss of appetite, you don't feel like to eat. Then further the pneumonia, in this it is being spreaded by the name of the bacteria is Streptococcus pneumoniae. So remember, whenever you are writing scientific names, you keep the genus name capital, the first letter should be capital, like this here Salmonella, this is genus, and this is species, that is T is small. Then you have to keep this letter small in this case, typhi, and S to be capital, S capital, and Streptococcus pneumoniae. So this is another bacteria for pneumonia infection. So in this case, sharing of utensils, glasses in the house, it could lead to this happening of this disease. Further, what are the symptoms are? Symptoms are, so we have we have DNA as a building block of the cell. Same way, alveoli is a building block of our lungs. So alveoli of the lungs get infected, leading to the respiratory problems, and hence you have fever, chills, cough, and headache. All these problems happen with these symptoms. Last not the least, common cold, which is being spreaded by the rhinovirus. It could be spread by the air or by contaminated objects around us. And further, this infection of nose and respiratory tract. So this happen when you're either from the nose or through your respiratory tract in your nose, in the windpipe, where you take your oxygen and the carbon dioxide is going out. So further, there could be nasal congestion, so something you will have problem to breathe, hoarseness in your voice, lot of cough will happen, headache, tiredness. So this is actually this COVID-19 is have all these symptoms, that virus that we have. It's one of the severe viral virus because of its structure and how it multiply in our body. About this we will discuss it in later somewhere. How COVID mechanism works, how things are, but at the moment, so far, we are good enough. So what we did, just a repetition, we learn about typhoid fever, pneumonia, common cold. Name of the bacteria are Salmonella typhi, Streptococcus pneumoniae, and rhinovirus. So what are the mode of transmission? Mainly by food and water in the first case, then in the pneumonia it's glasses, utensils, and in the third case, if the virus is through air and contaminated objects. And what are the symptoms? So these are the various symptoms you have to remember. So let's start with another part of this class. This is the last part of our table about various diseases caused by bacteria, viruses, and third, the last one is protozoa. So in this we can see two examples, malaria and amoeboviasis, whereas malaria is caused by the protozoa, namely by the Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malaria, Plasmodium falciparum. So remember these names, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malaria, Plasmodium falciparum. A mode of transmission is by the female mosquito, that is Anopheles. So that's the main vector for the transfer of the malaria, and we will discuss about the how main the mechanism of transmission of malaria is happening in a good diagram soon. Then what are the various symptoms of it? Various symptoms are as follows, such as high fevers. You feel chills after a few interval of times. You feel shivering after a few times because of hemozone that has been released from the ruptured RBCs. Your RBCs are ruptured in this case, so from them hemozone is released after a few interval of times, and you feel very cold and also high fever. And the last one is amoebiasis. So it's caused by the Entamoeba histolytica, and it's mainly transmitted by the house flies, which act as a mechanical carrier. So it could sit on the feces and take food from that, the contamination from there, and transfer to the human being's food. So what are the symptoms that could happen with this is the constipation, abdominal pain, cramps, stools with several excess mucus, and blood clots. So these are things that could happen. So this is done. We are done with the bacteria, viruses, and protozoa. Please, while I'm saying all you these chapters, please make notes of it. Whatever I'm teaching you, please make notes out of it. Make a summary out of it for yourself, so that by the end of the time you have a good notes for your revision. So see you soon.